Hey everybody, I just wanted to check in. It's been a rough last few days for me. If some of you all remember in my last video, I was talking about some of the challenges I had with the limo company as far as pretty much feeling used and knowing that I was getting ready to be taken advantage of, and that was the one thing that I didn't want to have to deal with, because that's something that I've had a history of dealing with number of companies, as far as them taking my kindness and just taking advantage of it. So it's been rough the last few days. I'm not gonna lie about it, because I haven't worked a job in a year. I've been working for myself as a contractor, driving people around. That's been my full-time income. I mean, I did work one job for a little bit, but it was pretty brief. But for the most part, I've been working for myself. And so these last few days, it's been crazy, because I had to see and understand all over again the process and the challenge sometimes of getting a job. I mean, there's a lot into it when you're looking for a job. You have to you have to go online, do your research. You gotta make sure your resume is up to date. You gotta fill out a lot of applications, and a lot of people don't realize how long these applications are. And then once you finish the application, you have to go and do a test assessment, and sometimes a test assessment can be 15 minutes. I've taken some test assessments as long as 200 questions, and it becomes so frustrating. And so I'm out with my lady the other day, and I'm to the point now that I'm just looking for something just temporarily to kind of get me in a different position as I'm moving forward, trying to get the finances together. And so we're at the mall, and so I'm like, okay, we're at the mall. Let's even she said, let's just go ahead and start looking at jobs. And so I'm talking to almost every single company in the mall that I can think of. And it's funny to me that you ask stores if they're hiring, and they always go with the response of, we're taking applications. And I don't know about a lot of people, but when someone tells me that they're taking applications, I don't take the time to provide them with one, because to me that's burning up my time. I want to save my time for the places that are actually looking to hire. And so I was just so worn out, because I think we probably went to about maybe 15 or 20 stores, and we got a lot of responses. I mean, we got the responses of we're taking applications, and then some people were saying, okay, go online and fill out an application. And that's another thing I think about, is that there was a time when places didn't have the internet to rely on when it comes to applications. There was a time when they would actually go and invite you in and give you an opportunity to sell yourself. And so I get a little frustrated about that, because I'm like, I'm right here in the store. What more is me filling out an application online gonna do for you? Is that just your way of getting rid of me? I mean, I'm cool with filling out an application as I get into the process, but I don't want to waste my time filling out an application if they haven't even decided if they're gonna hire me or even bring me in for an interview. So that's pretty much where I've been, because I'm not gonna lie, it's been a challenge, financially, and I've had to look at different options for myself. And I've even looked at restaurant. I've never worked at a restaurant in my entire life, but my thing is that I want to make sure that I keep everything paid up, because again, this is the challenge of working as a contractor, is that I haven't had that security blanket in a while. And so I've kind of had some challenges, because if I don't work a certain amount of hours, or if I don't get a certain amount of customers, I'm not making a lot of money. I'm not making a profit. And so this week it's been somewhat of a challenge because I haven't really, had the customers or had the opportunities that I've had in the past. That I've had in the past week or so. So I've had to really do some soul searching, and I'm really having to just do some brainstorming on ways that I can be able to do income. Because I have to be honest with you, is that I've been doing this driving gig for over a year now, and to be honest with you, it's not really something that I really enjoy doing. It's not something I get excited about doing, but it's something that has been necessary because it's something that pays me weekly. It gives me an opportunity to go out and see the city, but it's a drag a lot of times because, I don't know where I'm going from time to time. I could be taking someone, an hour away, and then the drive back when you're dead tired. I've had to drive, 60 miles away, early, like 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning after pulling in 12 hours, and I'm dead tired. And it just feels like a journey that's never going to end. So those are some of the challenges. And then just being away from home for so long, not being paid until you actually get a customer. So it's a lot of things. So I've really been looking at different options of things that I can do, so that way that I don't have to drive anymore. Or I can start to be able to decrease my time on the road. So that's what I've been looking at. And like I said, I've never worked at a restaurant in my entire life, but it's amazing when you are kind of at the wall and you're kind of in a situation where you need some extra income. You'll be surprised at some of the places and things that you would actually look at that you wouldn't look at before. So I'm looking at these different things, and I know it's temporary. I know that this is a champion. This is going to be a championship year for me. This is just a little bit of peaks and valleys that I'm kind of going through right now. So I definitely wanted to kind of share that with you guys. But on the great side, I got a chance to have a conversation with with an old contact of mine. We had did an interview probably about 3 or 4 years ago when I was into the media, and I reached out to him, and it's just amazing how we were able to catch up, and I didn't realize how brilliant this guy was, and we've been talking back and forth the last couple of days about business and things that can make a business succeed, and right from the jump, the first few minutes that we got into it talking the other day, I was like, okay, this guy will make a great partner. And I had to think about it because in the past I've had a bunch of business partners, and they never worked out. And it was always, so many different reasons of why it wouldn't work out, but when I look at this guy, this guy is brilliant. We have rapport already with each other. And I just feel that, we can definitely, help each other out, to get to where it is that we're trying to go. So, we've been having some conversations, and I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about it because, his area of expertise is the social media, which is very big and very important, in this day and time. And so I'm excited because I know we're gonna be able to do some really big things when it comes to helping companies, with their branding and other areas that and other things that they may be needing. So definitely be on the lookout for that, because I know we're getting ready to start putting some things together. We are looking at doing some things. We have a client that's into the funding, financial industry. So we have some people that we're talking to, but we're also getting ready to eventually put together our own YouTube channel, and also we'll start putting together some business, a business model, and some other things, for the business. But I'm excited about it, and I really feel like together we're gonna win that championship that I was talking about. That 2018 explosion. I really feel like this is the guy. This is the partner. So I had to kind of be transparent earlier, but this is the highlight of the week is getting connected with him. And the fun thing about it is you just never know, who is the person that will be the best partner for you. So just wanted to check in with you guys, but I look forward to hearing from y'all soon. Thanks.